Hackney, groups of youths have been setting vehicles and bins on fire. They've also been throwing missiles at police and setting off fireworks. Angus Bennett lives in Hackney and joins me now on the phone from there. Angus, is there sort of any sign that the riots are easing before nightfall?
Certainly not. In fact, they appear to be spreading. Within the last 15 minutes, the South London suburb of Peckham, there's been a fire that's broken out in a shop there. The violence is spreading to Deptford, which is also in the south, and in Lewisham. This is the third day of riots in London. The city, people are struggling to have transport. There's a real sense of concern here in Hackney, where I am. My friends and colleagues have been, frantically texting each other, trying to work out how to get back. And there's a real fear that the third night now, the situation could become worse, more rioting, more fires, with the potential risk of life.
We're looking at live pictures of that fire in Peckham that you just mentioned. It's very tense there for you, you were saying before.
Yeah, it's a very tense situation and very fluid, with small groups of mostly youth creating sort of spark mobs or flash mobs, which then begin to escalate. Police are struggling, it would be fair to say, to counter this violence which is spread around London, a very big city. And it's 7:30 on Monday here, as the sun begins to set, there's concern that the riots will become more violent, and they could spark up in other parts of London as well.
What about your neighbourhood in particular in Hackney, and what sort of damage have you heard about, and who's being affected right there?
Well, the violence has started in Hackney Central, which is the main shopping district. Hackney is not a wealthy suburb. It's very working class. Buildings and shops have been looted, sports stores, clothing taken. We're hearing reports on Twitter and so forth that there has been numerous shops destroyed. This is communities. These are small businesses in a poor part of London who have been destroyed, not just in Hackney but in other areas. The communities will be desperately saddened by this and asking questions: why, what has motivated this, and what are police doing to make sure that it doesn't continue into the evening.
The question is, who are these rioters? Because it doesn't seem they're the same protesters that started this 3 days ago. Are these just opportunistic gangs?
Police and politicians and reporters that are on the scene have said that the rioters are a mixed group of people. This is not an ethnic riot. It seems, they're saying that it's an opportunistic riot where young people in poorer suburbs, in poorer areas, see the opportunity to break windows and take what they want, smashing cars, burning cars, and stealing. The only thing that seems to draw people, that seems to be consistent in this rioting group, is it's mostly young men, from a very broad, different mix of people.
Okay, Angus Bennett, thank you for talking to us. All the best for the night ahead.